There's many things why I love Oakland. But mainly the feeling, the people here. I feel that these people are real. It has a roughness to it that can never go away. I mean, all this hip or trendy stuff could come in, but it can never polish off that roughness.
I've had this love affair with Oakland for 20 years. The skills that I've developed as a public artist are the skills that actually cities need. They need to bring in their creative class to solve some of these problems. Oakland has a real problem with retail. People don't know where to go when they come to Oakland, so give them a place to go.
Now she right there whenever duty calls, but she don't want to be no booty call.
I had this concept, not a pop-up, just one store, but a pop-up neighborhood. This idea was just floating in space and no one really contained the idea, but there was a chance to present this idea to this one meeting and doors just kept on opening and it's going to be a go.
Pop-Up Hood is a small business incubator revitalizing Oakland block by block. Alfonso has been a business owner in this neighborhood for 7 years. He decided to take it upon himself to solve the problem. It's not just a pop-up store here and there, it's a unified effort on one block.
Out of nowhere, I got an email from the city saying they want to do something in Old Oakland. And I had all these people, important people, at one table to present this idea to. And I couldn't believe this was happening because it was the formula to make this thing happen.
And it was just a perfect intersection. They were really, really looking for innovative ideas. We had just talked about that 2 days before. They were having a meeting. They invited Alfonso. We brought them the Pop-Up Hood idea. And since then, no one said no. It just is a win-win for everyone. There really isn't a downside to what we're doing. We're inviting local people to set up shops in an area that has everything going for it. It took me 5 minutes to just say, yeah, I'm in, let's do this.
And it was just synchronicity, it just happened. It had to be here. It had to sustain here. Oakland had to own this project. I didn't want to hear, oh, you brought someone from the city to help Oakland. I didn't want to hear that. I wanted to know that Oakland did it for themselves. So all these people are East Bay.
I tell people when they're buying their bike and they haven't ridden a bike for like 10 years, this is going to change your life. Like when you get on this bike and you start riding in Oakland and riding around the lake, riding down to the farmer's market, your life will change. And that's the thing that keeps me, excited about work every day, is having that experience with more and more people, so there's more and more people riding who are just enjoying the city on a bike.
When somebody comes in and they have an idea, it just feels really good to be able to help them realize that idea, and create it and present it to them and just see the look in their face when I bring the bike out and they're like, whoa.
Someone's not going to come and hand you $100,000 to open a shop. You really have to scrape and figure stuff out and work with people and collaborate, and it makes people who are starting businesses more creative and edgy because of that.
It's kind of hard to explain, but I just like it because it's gritty. The streets are kind of gritty and rough. It's really rad. It's a rad city.
When I got invited to do Pop-Up Hood, it was just an instantaneous yes for me. Metal is strong and unyielding, yet absolutely malleable. The reason why I design is totally unknown to me. It just is something that I feel like doing, and it feels good when I do it. My designs come out pretty organic, but with an industrial edge. This project is a total dream come true for me because I get the opportunity to open my own store, which would be so cost prohibitive if I didn't have the partnership of Pop-Up Hood. The concept behind Crown 9 is that it's all local jewelers and makers. Myself, Christina Eikobeck, and Sarah Swell are the jewelers, and then we're going to have over 20 local makers, artists, and designers. So the cool thing about coming into Crown 9 is that you don't get to just see anonymous jewelry, you're going to actually get to meet the people who make it.
My jewelry is definitely all nature inspired, but I like it to have a little bit of an edge. I'm really into having handcrafted aspects in every single piece that I make. So I do a lot of metalwork, I set a lot of really small diamonds, sort of like casual luxury handcrafted jewelry. I love Oakland, I love everything about it. It breaks my heart to walk down the street and see all these empty storefronts that are absolutely gorgeous. I'm really excited about being part of revitalizing the neighborhood.
I tend to describe my jewelry as organic and ethereal at the same time. My business is Ico Designs, a jewelry line. I have a lot of customers asking me if I have my own shop. With the pop-up hood, I have that opportunity. I'm excited about the community aspect of pop-up hood, creative entrepreneurs supporting each other. That's what really gets me excited about participating.
I'm an entrepreneur at heart. Got involved in Oakland about 10 years ago, and it was like a ghost town in the middle of the day. And then it's coming back. And I think there's something exciting about renewal, because you can pay homage to the origins and at the same time create something new and dynamic. But when the opportunity to open a gallery came up, I had to take it. And it's a perfect opportunity to build community and bring people together and offer a deeper source of entertainment, of cultural enrichment.
I have a really overactive imagination.
Basically from as far back as I can remember, I've always made stuff.
A lot of the issues I think that come up in my daily life, end up in my artwork. We want people to come in here and know that they're going to buy something that's handmade and it was made with love and it was built to last.
I mean, when you're talking about handcrafted items, there's a story behind it, and I'm fascinated with where things come from.
We're inviting 50 other artisans to come in and show their stuff. We're helping to support the livelihood of these working artisans.
The support for small business is there, but it's really hard to open one small business. What we need is a group that can stand together.
If they want to live in Oakland and work in Oakland, then they need to shop, eat, and enjoy Oakland. These partnerships that we're making, this is the new model. It's no longer going to be just put in a big box store somewhere and hope that everyone else follows suit. Old Oakland got the highest walk score in all of Oakland. It's got wonderful restaurants, great clubs. The only thing missing was retail.
These items are going to be Oakland made and Oakland driven. So, they're going to get a piece of Oakland as well, not just like a neighborhood just shopping cool little item, but they're actually going to leave with a story.
I don't want people to laugh at me about how Oakland could come up anymore. It's been 20 years of that. I'm going to say, well, you invest now while you can, otherwise you're going to miss out.